How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams from the Hard Gainer Academy. Over here, we make gains in fitness and choose stocks to get your portfolio in shape. I also got to throw out the disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So when you do invest, just know that you're doing it at your own risk. If you're new to this channel, we actually do a joke of the day 5 days a week. And I promise to you, every single day of those 5 days, it's going to be super corny. So here it is. My GPS told me to turn around. Now I can't see where I'm driving. Come on. I told you guys it would be corny. But anyways, let's talk about Skillz. Skillz was dominating today inside the market. At the end, she ended up being up almost 25%. I remember seeing her in the pre-market. She was around $31, and she ended up hitting a high of around $39 and around 50 cents. Like, explosive. Some big news came out, but you know what? In case any of you may not know too much about Skillz or what it's all about, I actually went on Wikipedia and I got a definition for it because I've played it and played some games and so forth, but I felt like in order for you guys to really understand it, you want to have a really clear definition because Skillz is like, it's a disruptor. It's something that is very different when it comes to the whole esports and gaming space and so forth, all right? So here's what we have. Skillz is an online mobile multiplayer competition platform that is integrated into a number of iOS and Android games. Players use it to compete in competitions against other players across the world. When I first actually heard about Skillz, it was like about a few months back. And of course, you guys already know I'm a huge fan of Ark Invest, Kathy Woods. They're doing great work. And that's how I actually came across it because I'm on their email list. And I was seeing that, you know what, they just keep buying up shares of this company called Skillz, right? Never really looked at it too much. And I'm like, hey, if they're picking some up, hey, you know what? I'm going to take a look at it and see what it's all about. But unfortunately, I only picked up a few shares. I didn't pick up a lot. And that's why I'm seriously regretting it right now. As far as this company overall, it has a ton of potential. They are showing consistent growth. And the best part about it is they are profitable. So these are one of the reasons why, if you're new to this channel, this is one thing you need to understand. When it comes to investing in any stock, you got to make sure it has the KLTs. It's a company that you know, like, and trust. And the way they've been doing things, they've been absolutely killing it. So I won't waste any more time. Let's get into the news that actually came out today, all right? So now, why Skillz stock skyrocketed? Shares of the video game platform Skillz skyrocketed Thursday after the company announced it had gained a new partner with enormous brand recognition. The NFL wants to grow its audience among gamers on mobile devices, and it believes that Skillz is the right platform to accomplish this goal. With this fresh vote of confidence, Skillz stock at this time when it was written was up 18% as of 10 a.m. Overall, by the end of the day, it was up 25%. This is huge. You're going to be working with the NFL. I'm going to finish off reading the rest of it because also, too, I like looking at both sides of the coin when it comes to this, right? I don't want to just look at it, well, you know, the positives, the upside to it, because the NFL is a pretty big partner, right? So let's go forward. So Skillz is merely a software platform, like I said, for your mobile device. Third-party developers create games to be played on Skillz, and gamers enjoy the chance to compete for cash prizes. Its user engagement is impressive. Gamers log an average of 62 minutes daily on the Skillz platform. However, the company has an urgent need for new games. According to the company, just 3 games, which are Solitaire Cube, 21 Blitz, and Blackout Bingo, accounted for 79% of revenue for the first 3 quarters of 2020. I don't believe this point can be overstated, and I agree. In that sense, they definitely need to widen up the options that are on the platform, especially ones that'll be super successful so they can have continuous growth. And this is why I see partnering with the NFL was a great start. Let's continue. Having that much revenue come from just 3 games is a big risk for Skillz. After all, if it fails to replace popular games as interest fades, then its user engagement could tank, which is true. That's why signing a deal with the NFL is so important. It offers the opportunity to diversify revenue to a broader base of games. All right, so that's kind of like what I was saying before. By having this in their platform, again, it's going to help with growth overall in general. Where there's a lot of people who are big fans of the NFL. I watch the NFL myself. And again, I feel like this is just great, and it will help in regards to fulfilling those KLTs that we look for when investing in a company. So now an article says, so now what, right? Skillz shareholders should keep in mind that this news won't immediately help the business. The two companies have simply issued the challenge to game developers. But these third-party studios will still have to go through the process of creating skills-based games on the popular sport. There's no telling how long it will take to finally see an NFL launch on Skillz. Like I said, when it comes to developing games for the mobile phones and so forth, or just in general, it takes a lot of time. So we're not going to see an immediate impact right away. However, for now, it's good news at least because it has started the process. So when you see things like this, when a company's making moves, right? They're operating in a way where they know they want to grow. They don't want to stay stagnant. They know that, hey, you know what? We have something good going, but we need to get better. And this is better for overall shareholders as well. One of the reasons, and I think I mentioned this before already, Skillz has a lot of traction. It's gotten a lot of adoption. A lot of people heard about it because of ARK. I've noticed that ARK has been adding, they've been buying a lot of shares of Skillz. And I'm actually going to be showing you actually how much ARK actually has in their fund, all right? So for Skillz, check this out. Skillz, ARK owns 1.3 million shares of Skillz. 1.3 million shares of Skillz. So ARK knew something. I'm kind of wondering, hey, ARK, Kathy, come on. You couldn't hit me up. You couldn't be like, hey, you know what? There's something that's going to be coming up. You know, it's going to shoot up the price. Like, you know, like the company. Like, come on. Come on. If anyone can get her contact, shoot me a plug. I'm just messing around. But again, I'm actually super excited about this. When I see Skillz, like I've seen the amazing growth it's had. A lot of analysts have been very bullish on Skillz as well. As you know, we don't always depend on analysts here, but when the balance sheet looks good and they're always making steps in regards to growing the company, these are good things that we need to look at. Also, let's look at what the analysts were saying, all right? So Skillz is actually rated as a strong buy. 80% rated as a strong buy. This is based on 5 analysts. On the low, they have it at $27. Average, they have it at $29. And high, they have it at $34. Keep in mind, all of these estimates were before the NFL deal was actually announced. So I'm hoping for our sake that, you know what, the price comes back down. She pulls back just a little bit. You know me, I don't like chasing any stock. You shouldn't be chasing any stocks either. We don't buy high, all right? So let's hope that there's a little bit of a pullback. I know on Fridays is usually sell-offs. So again, hey, I'm hoping that we get lucky, right? So also I want to be showing you guys what the chart actually looked like, all right? So like I said, in pre-market, it was at 31.05, right? And then boom, right out at the beginning of open, it was at 39.51. And it did a great job. Like it did come down a little bit. There was some sell-offs and so forth. It got into the $35 range, but then picked back up and actually just closed the day at $38.99, all right? So these are one of the things why I wanted to go over this. She was able to maintain that level fairly well. So this is part of the reasons why, as far as for a pullback is concerned, in the $35 range, it's looking pretty reasonable. And I'm thinking that I might add. It all depends on what the chart looks like and hey, what it gives me. Because again, I want to add to my position. I'm not gonna add too much, but at the same time, I want to add a little bit to what I currently have. All right. Now, the potential of this particular news with this stock Skillz is huge, because if it works out that, you know what, the NFL agreement ends up being a smash hit and it ends up doing very well, think about it. The NFL's in there, baseball might get in there, basketball might get in there. Think about all the other sports getting into this platform and saying, well, you know what, it worked great for the NFL, it should be able to work great for us. And then that's great for Skillz because it gives them even more exposure, brings in more profits, and they can grow even faster. So this is where I want you to see the potential in this if this goes very, very well. We already know that Skillz has built a platform that is very addictive once you get into it, right? A lot of people, once they get started, they spend a lot of time in Skillz, right? So one of these things we need to realize and say, whoa, where could this stock price actually go? And it's part of the reasons why I could see Skillz becoming, they don't have the same business model, but becoming one of the next DraftKings. You see where DraftKings is right now. DraftKings is actually moving itself as well. So we look at the current price of Skillz around the $38. There's no doubt in my mind that Skillz should not, and I repeat, should not be at least a $50 to a $60 stock by the end of this year. No doubt in my mind whatsoever. Because I see how this company operates. They're always trying to grow. They're always trying to expand. They're profitable. They make games that are very addicting. It is a disruptor in its space, and it's in a league of its own. I don't know. I'm just sounding like I'm a sponsor or something. I didn't need to hire me, you know? I'm just messing around, but I just want you guys to really understand and see this opportunity. And of course, when it comes to investing, just know I'm not a financial advisor and this isn't financial advice. So when you do invest, just know that you're doing it at your own risk. But just know I'm going to be looking for the dip, all right? Hope you guys enjoy your evening. And if you enjoyed this video, then subscribe to this channel. Peace out.